Dude, and Call of Duty Ghost adding that Snoop Dogg voice pack, that was brilliant.
Bow wow.
Yo, DO Double G's ready, yo. Yo, I need you to pick a package up for me. And I'm like, oh god, he wants me to pick up drugs.
Snoop Dogg, that's not cool. It's
Alright, so what's our next topic?
next topic. On the list it's Patreon, but I think we already covered that. You know what? Let's
Somali, don't feel bad, bro. Don't feel bad. You're a Somali pirate. I understand that geometry is not high on y'all's list. But you sail the seas, boyo.
All right, let's see if I can make spelling mistakes on Twitch's clothing policy. Which that's our next topic. We're going to talk about the Twitch's clothing policies, the pros, the cons.
Never mind, let me take my shirt off for this one because it's about to get heated. Oh wait, no, that'll get us banned. Chiver will play me against bots. Like, do you want to play against me and a team of bots, or do you want to play on my team against bots, Chive?
I guess it's a title, so it should be capitalized. I don't know. Policy is P-O-L-I... P-O-L-I-C-Y,
Well, first of all,
right?
Twitch should be apostrophe S. It's ownership.
Damn it! Twitch is clothes stuff. I didn't spell clothes right. Wait. Cloths, yeah.
Well played, Somali. Well played. Oh, God. I'm out.
Oh, I didn't mean to Control Z that. Control Y! Save the day.
Twitch is clothes stuff.
Twitch is clothes stuff. So this is a topic that's been brought up several times, and a lot of people have lots of a lot of people are like really up in arms about this sometimes. And for those of you who aren't aware of it, they've recently passed some restrictions saying that particularly lewd or even partial nudity, but streams containing partial nudity will be taken down. And the goal there, the goal was to get rid of the I think rid of the streams with the girls with the excessively low cut tops and the face cams that are this big over a game.
I was gonna work up a graphic for this too, and I didn't. I ran out of time.
That's okay.
I was just gonna paste a screenshot of a game into some cleavage and be like, "That's what Twitch was turning into."
Oh, but yeah, that was the goal. But I don't personally. I don't think that it really got rid of them.
It didn't. I don't think it's had an effect at all whatsoever. Because all the girls were complaining that, well, I have big boobs. Every shirt is low cut. What do you want me to do? Wear a sweater in the summer? And I don't know, maybe move the camera up a little bit. But I don't know.
Actually, we'll get to Caleb, who is probably one of the few streamers who I'll talk about by name, but it's because he's like the only real example of
Our faces are naked, reported. Oh noes.
Oh,
Dude,
let me get my burqa.
Your burqa Muhammad Jihad?
I should get a burqa for the lizard.
Dude, I could talk to my mom and be like, "Hey, my friend Pod wants his chameleon to look like a terrorist. Can you make a terrorist mask for his chameleon?"
Terrorist mask.
Terrorist. T-U-R-R-I-S-T. Terrorist. Maybe not. The T is silent. The last T.
But yeah, so the Twitch's clothing policy. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Fluff, I hang out with Pod too much. His laugh is infectious. And yes, Somali, that was one of my many laughs, depending on how funny I find something to be.
Uh-oh, crap. Of course Podemom shows up when we're talking about boobs.
Oh, but she's talking about boobs. Cleavage gets followers, and it's true.
It is true. People are like, I don't know. It's
the fact that a large majority of the Twitch audience is like 15 and under males, and their hormones are in overdrive. So you get girls on here that may not be that entertaining or good at video games, and they can just have all those kids' paper route money because they have boobs, and the kids think I can buy their attention and their love, and I'll get them to pay attention to me. And that's, I mean, it's I call it professional jealousy, because I can't, make a living off of this by being average at video games and actually trying to be entertaining. And here's somebody that doesn't have to be either. All they have to do is be born with boobs. They don't even, if they don't even show the camera like below their cleavage, you can't tell that if they're like a 500-pound behemoth and they just, look good from the boobs up. If some of them had like full cams, would they still make the money?
maybe. I mean, to be fair, like, I will say that, and this is apples and oranges, but I will say I'm not exactly a very pretty people. A very pretty people. I'm not exactly a very pretty person.
You're a gorgeous Pod. You are.
I mean, I'm a little overweight. But I do have. I don't know. I don't look. I don't look amazing. I am not model material. But I look. Apparently, people like to see my face. I know Abby swoons whenever I go full screen. Oh snap! Them vapor rings.
I'm getting my Twinkie vape on.
But yeah, like, I don't know. It's true that boobs.
This is true, Spoon. I don't watch their streams because I have a few female streamers that I follow, and they're not the type that we're complaining about. So
yeah, exactly. And it's not just this isn't an attack on girl gamers specifically. It's just on
hashtag Gamergate. It's about journalistic integrity.
It's
We're all gonna attack Anita now. Go to her house. Don't really. I'm joking. I'm totally joking. I have no problem with that woman. I don't watch you because I like tanks, Pod. Oh, Shinshi. You giving him the vapors.
Oh.
Swoon.
And yeah, and I will say most people hear from my laugh. I mean, see, that's the thing is like, it's definitely a talent that I found out that I have, is that even if I'm not being funny, as long as I am able to find myself funny, usually people will laugh at my jokes, even if they're horrible. Also, Ellie Shearer, thanks for the follow. And welcome to the stream. This is actually the first episode and our first little attempt at what are we doing? Talk show. That thing.
Yeah, we're talking about games and life and moob cam extra. Just shave your boobs. Shave the moobs. Shave the moobs, tape them together. Don't talk.
But yeah, like, there's a lot of people who, there's a market for that, and that's why those streamers exist.
Oh, hey, snap!
We're top 4 on talk shows.
Yeah, nice. And I think we just lost a viewer.
Whatever. But yeah, that's actually a good point, and I will say I will say, when you're talking about a positive, feel free to mention the streamer, but we definitely don't want to. We definitely don't want to badmouth the streamer by name. That's not something we want to do. But yeah, as long as you have any positive things to say, feel free and say them, I think. And I don't know. And yeah, that's true. There are streamers who get by completely on the merits of their gameplay or their their ability to be entertainers. Snooze is another good example.
Snooze is awesome.
Snooze is a pretty swell gamer. She loves her, you know, she plays games with the boys and is really good at it. Or good enough at it. Well, she's a heck of a lot better at it than I am.
You know, Spoon brought up something that I actually heard about the other day, and I wanted to yell about it because I'm mad on multiple planes of existence.
Okay, yell about it. This is like the perfect platform for it.
343 Industries broke Master Chief Collection. As an apology, they're offering another game that's my favorite Halo game for free to people that have played their broken Master Chief Collection.
Uh-huh.
Leave your damn dirty hands off of ODST 343. It's perfect as it is. You don't touch it. It doesn't need to be in 1080p. It doesn't need to be in 60 frames a second. And you don't deserve it. All right.
Wow! All right. Well... Damn, that's soapbox.
I love ODST. As a Firefly fan, to me, ODST was like getting to play Halo with the cast of Firefly. And, dude, I've played through ODST more times than any other Halo game. I think I played through ODST's campaign completely, like, 20 times.
That's a lot of times.
I have every single achievement on it. I love it. It is the absolute best of the Halo franchise, in my opinion, because they didn't worry about throwing a freaking a new multiplayer mode onto it or anything. They added Firefight, which was co-op, and I love co-op modes.
Yeah,
so,
and honestly, I've played like the beginning of ODST. I've never actually owned the game, so I couldn't actually play through it. But you know, I played the beginning, and it feels like a game that should have a co-op multiplayer mode like that. But yeah,
I'm typing. You can continue talking.
I guess that was kind of a throwback to games that don't disappoint, or maybe do. But yeah, as far as Twitch's clothing policy goes, right. I was gonna bring up that as much as everybody agrees that Twitch would probably work out better if we didn't have the girls who used to be on
Brazzers?
Not specifically Brazers, but you know, on those internet cam shows that are for adults only. But yeah, people coming from those and poorly playing a game and, you know, just basically, I don't know, doing what I feel is rather unsavory things to get money.
Yeah.
And yeah, right, Kiefer brings up a good point. The flip side of the topic, I think that this unfairly targeted some of the rest of the community, because there
muscly men that can't play their game shirtless anymore.
And I will say,
I don't really want to watch that. I'm not exactly, you know, I don't want to watch a dude with no shirt on. I mean, it's not like, oh man, that guy's wearing a shirt. I'm out of this stream.
Yeah. And you know, I mean, it's not that the, you know, it's not that the being shirtless necessarily was, you know, core to the stream, but it's like my chameleon. It's something that it's that little bit of uniqueness that a lot of people were that a lot of people used as their hook, you know. And yeah, like shirtless streams, you know, there are people who ranging from don't look that bad to look good without their shirts on. I mean, you know, I'm comfortable with myself. I recognize when a guy looks good with his shirt off.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like, yeah, exactly, Chiver. It's a thing, you know. It's a talking point. That's a good point. You know, and yeah, the celebratory removing of the shirt. Woo! And yeah, like
Pack. I got a keg, but nobody wants to see a hairy keg. So
yeah, and I will bring up Caleb Hart is actually one of the few streamers who I watched. Oh, I'm not taking my shirt off. I don't do that. That's not me. Maybe Spider. I don't know.
No,
Probably
no,
not.
shirt stays on. I don't want
Okay.
to get either of us banned. I like Twitch. I love being on Twitch.
But yeah, Caleb Hart is one of the few streamers who I'll watch, and you know, he happens to be like a career bodybuilder and world-class speedrunner. So he's gonna look good with his shirt off. So he used to stream with his shirt off, and it didn't take anything away from the game. It wasn't a huge cam even. It was just a small scam, and he was just playing a SNES with his shirt off. And I really think that that's something that didn't need to be attacked. In that sort of blanket nudity thing.
But then it would have become, you know, a sexism thing, and with
Yeah,
the,
I
with the
agree
current
that it's-
stuff in the gaming industry, that's not something they really wanted to. So, you know, just across the board, keep your damn shirts on. Nobody wants to see your nips.
And yeah, it's. I don't
The
know.
biggest problem with the rule is where is the line? It's not clearly defined. Yeah,
That's actually a really good point.
because what's exposing clothing to others? I mean, look. Depending on your religion, of course, I don't think a whole lot of like extremely strict Islam people are going to be on Twitch watching and be like, "That woman is showing off the top of her boobs. Stone her." Like, but
And
then
yeah, that's.
I know some girls that they're modest. They're very heavy chested, and like I said, even a normal t-shirt that would normally get, you know, coverage, just because of the weight, it winds up eventually pulling the neck out, and bam, it's a low cut shirt.
Yeah. Actually, I had I grew up with a friend who was rather heavy chested, and yeah, she.
Ban cam spoon handle. That's the solution. Ban cams,
Oh no! Don't
No.
ban cams. This is my moneymaker.
right? Wanted to include both genders, just make a rule that's no visible nipples. Yeah, but
But at the same time, there's more than the nipples that you should cover on ladies than. I don't know. I don't. I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but for decency's
have a camera
sake,
more like spiders and less like podes. I don't know the difference there, Chiver. What are you talking? What are you getting at there, man?
Yeah, I really don't know what you mean. I will say your wall is really bare.
I can't put stuff up, man. I'm not allowed to.
Oh, really? Is it like a? Oh, do you rent?
No,
Oh.
I've never been allowed to hang stuff on my walls.
Oh, okay.
No matter how much I beg, I'm like, come on, my room is so boring. Like, no. We want you to feel like you were in prison. You are in the gulag.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Chiver. Is you know, people would say, well, I'm wearing pasties, so that's enough.
Toads is more. Oh, okay. So, I'm not gonna call out her name, but her camera is like up here, pointing down. You can barely see her face because of the angle, and it's just boobs in the camera.
Yeah,
And I'll say the game she plays by the title she calls it and I can call her out without calling her out by name. League of Legions.
Oh, I see. I don't actually know who that is, but
People that know who I'm talking about know, because she's a professional troll. She does it and it pisses people off constantly, and that gets people into her channel to flame her, and it still gets her views.
Mhm.
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
And I will say, Kiefer, I agree. I do appreciate hot regardless of gender. But yeah, I will say there's a lot of streamers who do that, who do things like that, right? Like not necessarily like the boob cam, but the crotch/hand cam is an important cam. For some things, like speedrunners often will have a downward facing camera to show their hands, and you can watch them playing with their controller. You know, just as a thing. I don't know.
Want to see people's hands.
Some people like to see that. I'm actually thinking about.
Do you use the claw or the standard hold?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, things like that are important. Caleb uses the claw. I'm proud of him. Ow.
No, Repic, I'm not spitting out. Oh, I think he's talking to Echo. Echo's gonna give out the porn stars that play on Twitch.
Google ready.
Google image search. Safe search off.
Door locked.
Door locked. Pants off. It's date night.
Also, hey Keith, thanks for the retweets, buddy.
Indeed.
But yeah, so.
Hi, Austin.
Hi, Austin. Poop indeed, buddy.
Shinshi, some RTS streamers have a cam on their keyboard.
That,
I don't know.
That
makes a little bit of sense.
Yeah, because
but they probably move so freaking fast that I wouldn't be able to see what their build order was, anyways.
Yeah, it's something that's sometimes impressive to see, and that's the thing is.
And then you watch their keyboard start setting on fire because of all those clicks per second. Why do you owe it? Echo, don't worry about it. They can find out. They can just Google porn stars on Twitch. I mean, that's easy, right?
I'm sure that'll come up. But yeah. Like I said, we definitely don't want to speak negatively about somebody specific, but as long as you have positive things to say.
I like Poobles, and I like Abby. They are very nice people.
Abby is the best. She should do cam more often, but I know how shy she is.
Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of the girls that are on Twitch do the cam just for like every like one person that may come in and bash them, they'll have like 20 that say they're good looking. It's an image thing, and it's a confidence booster, I guess. I can see that side of it.
Yeah. I have lots of people tell me. I mean, not specifically how I look, but like, yeah, just being on stream, it's super like.
And Chiver, that's what pisses me off about it. Twitch makes money off of them, so they won't get banned.
Yeah.
They bring in the crowds, which brings in ad revenue.
I mean, there are lots of people who make it. I don't know. It's a bottom line thing, and getting rid of the cam girl demographic would hurt their bottom line. And I'm not saying that Twitch is an evil money grubbing robot. We're not saying that. We're just saying that it's.
I just want some of that money grubbing.
It makes good business sense.
I want to grub some of that money, yo.
Yeah, I would. I'd like to get my hands on some of that, but it doesn't.
Right, Spoon. We all get some a-holes that come in and make fun of us. I banned one of them.
Yeah.
Should I unban them? I think they're still in the channel.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh. Nah. Anyway.
Now with Amazon partnership, do you think it'll change? I don't know. I was actually excited about the YouTube partnership when that was rumored, because YouTube changed it to where everyone on YouTube can be partnered instantly. There's no more like having to wait till you hit a certain threshold. And I liked that. I liked the idea of, maybe YouTube will put that policy in. And they didn't, because it was fake and Amazon bought them instead. But yeah. Do we think that yeah. You were saying?
Oh, I was just gonna say that I will say that I think I'm glad that Twitch ended up selling to Amazon because of the reason that they gave, which was that YouTube wanted to make changes that they didn't believe in, and that's why they didn't take YouTube's offer. And
that's a good reason.
Yeah, and like that's a reason I can completely respect. And to sell for about the same amount, if not more, to another company that lets them keep a little more autonomy. I think that was a good move on their part.
Now, if I could just, get some kind of sponsorship and be like, Amazon, I have this on my wish list. Could you send it to me? I'm on Twitch.
Yeah, I would really like to.
Bye, Pod Mom.
Bye, Pod Mom. Oh, the Cardinals are playing football. Oh. Do they still stink? Like, I remember growing up that they always stink. Did they stop stinking?
Can World of Warships be a topic later? I don't know. Can it, Pod? I don't know crap about World of Warships. Do I need to go study?
I don't know anything about World of Warships, to be perfectly honest.
So, we done with this topic?
Yeah, I think we've tapped it out. It's been about 40 minutes. I think that's a good amount of time for a topic.
Right. Hand egg. I don't know why that's funny, but it is.
Dude, hand egg is hilarious.
Let's talk about Patreon some more.
Okay, Patreon.
Donuts. Okay, I'm done talking about Patreon.
It's such a topic rife with
Donuts.
Yeah.
Let's have a segment of you watching my YouTube videos. Somali, we actually covered.
Yeah, we've actually covered 50 minutes
minutes
on both topics. To be I felt like this went a little bit faster than the other segment, but yeah, it's.
Well, that's because you were like boobs. I know I was.
Boobs are pretty swell. I mean, I'm not gonna lie there.
Boobs are pretty swole.
But and I think the more important part is I don't know. I guess we're getting off topic.
Okay.
But I will say, I guess my last little bit there is let's talk about Moore's Law. Oh, we're probably about to debunk that a couple of times.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like transistors. There's definitely going to be a hard limit that we're going to run into in a few years, but yeah.
Can we start using quantum computers?
Well, I don't know what, but yeah, we're getting to the point where we can't make transistors any smaller because of atoms.
Yeah,
like,
I see that
atoms
being a limiter. And I remember what happened the last time they tried to split an atom, so.
Yeah, I don't know where they're gonna go from there, but I'm confident someone will either figure out a way around it or figure out a way of. I don't know. That's the thing. Is like I'm excited to see that someone will figure out a way to do without it, without having to make transistors smaller.
Okay, I get it now. I get it, Somali. And Nightbot's not doing his job with the link banning unless you turn that off.
Oh no, that's not been on for a while.
Okay. Why do I have to type permit?
Because it's the quickest way to say yes, go ahead.
Okay,
and post
yeah,
the link.
okay, gotcha. So we made a new processor. Here's a demo. Boom.
But yeah, Moore's Law is a topic that I don't like. I know.
I had to Google it.
I know just a little bit about it. Like I know just enough about it to not know anything about it. Like Oh yeah, I went to school with computer engineering, and Fluffkins asked to post a link no matter what. That's a good point. It's only polite, and I'm not saying that Somali Pirate isn't polite, but I don't know.
He's a pirate.
He's a pirate. Niceties may not be his strong suit.
Yarr.
We prefer if you ask before you post a link. Although, like I said, it's not anything that's bad enough that I'm going to take any sort of action there.
Oh, this is awesome because you can drag. I gotta post this. I have to.
Nope, post it.
I was just on Kotaku and this showed up. It's a looping animation, but you can also interact with it and drag it through the animation. It's the evolution of Nintendo's controllers.
You know, a lot of people didn't like it, and its only real problem, I think, was the analog stick and
N64
and 64. I think if it had a stronger analog stick, or games that didn't require you to abuse the hell out of your analog stick,
right,
like Mario Party or.
And GameCube had the opposite problem with having a horrible D-pad.
It just had I think it had an inconveniently located D-pad.
And it was tiny.
See, I don't mind the tiny so much.
Well, when they released the Mortal Kombat game, I don't remember which Deception. It was right after 4, when they started going like kind of high def graphics and everything. There were two of them before Mortal Kombat versus DC, and the first one was on GameCube, and then they said it sold horribly, and so they didn't make the second one for GameCube. It sold horribly on GameCube because it wouldn't let you use the joystick. You could only use the D-pad to fight with, and the D-pad was horrible for fighting games. Like, gee, I wonder. This car didn't sell well in an area because that area has no gas. So we're not gonna sell another car there. Somali sucked it. We should we should challenge him to GoldenEye for money.
That sounds like.
Flamadiddle is trying to start a war. And so is Spoon. Spoon hated the N64 completely. Flamadiddle says the 64 controller is greater than the GameCube controller, and you're entitled to your wrong opinions. I felt that the GameCube controller was extremely comfortable to hold, except for the D-pad. I love Metroid Prime, and I need to play those again at some point.